IELTS Speaking Part 2 topic. Describe a time when you had to give a presentation or public speech. What was the topic of the presentation or speech? Where and when did it take place? How did you prepare for it? How did you feel during and after the presentation?
As an avid public speaker, I had the opportunity to deliver a captivating presentation on a notable topic. The event that stands out in my memory is when I had to give a speech on the power of resilience at a prestigious conference. The event took place at a renowned convention center in my city, just last year. Preparing for this presentation required immense dedication and meticulous planning. To ensure a smooth delivery, I began by conducting thorough research on the topic, exploring various scholarly articles and books. This enabled me to gain a comprehensive understanding of the concept of resilience and its practical implications. Additionally, I interviewed individuals who had overcome significant challenges, incorporating their inspiring stories into my speech. Once I had gathered the necessary information, I focused on structuring the presentation in a logical and engaging manner. I crafted a compelling opening to capture the audience's attention, followed by a clear introduction to the topic. I then divided the main body of the speech into 3 sections, each highlighting different aspects of resilience. To maintain coherence, I used transitional phrases such as furthermore and moreover to smoothly transition between ideas. To ensure fluency during my presentation, I practiced extensively. I rehearsed in front of a mirror, paying attention to my body language and gestures. Additionally, I sought feedback from trusted friends and family members, incorporating their suggestions to refine my delivery further. Furthermore, I recorded myself and listened to the recordings to identify areas for improvement, such as pacing and intonation. When the day of the presentation arrived, a mixture of excitement and nerves filled my being. As I stepped onto the stage, my heart raced, but I reminded myself of the countless hours of preparation I had put in. As I began speaking, my confidence grew, and I effortlessly engaged with the audience. The atmosphere in the room was electric, and I felt a strong connection with the listeners. During the presentation, I used a variety of persuasive techniques, such as rhetorical questions and anecdotes, to captivate the audience and drive home my key messages. I also incorporated idiomatic expressions such as "when life throws you lemons, make lemonade," and "every cloud has a silver lining" to make my speech more colorful and memorable. Once I concluded the presentation, the room erupted into applause, filling me with a sense of accomplishment. The post-presentation feedback I received was overwhelmingly positive, with many attendees expressing their admiration for my ability to inspire and motivate. Personally, I felt a tremendous sense of fulfillment and pride in having successfully conveyed my message and impacted the audience in a meaningful way. In conclusion, the experience of delivering a presentation on the topic of resilience was truly unforgettable. Through extensive preparation, the use of persuasive techniques, and engaging with the audience, I was able to deliver a powerful and impactful speech. The sense of achievement I felt afterward was immeasurable, solidifying my passion for public speaking and my belief in the transformative power of effective communication.
IELTS Speaking Part 2 topic. Describe a time when you had to give a presentation or speech. What was the topic of the presentation or speech? Where and when did it take place? How did you prepare for it? How did the audience respond to your presentation or speech?
Giving a presentation during my college's annual day remains a memorable experience, challenging yet immensely rewarding. The occasion called for each student to deliver a speech on a topic of our choice, and I opted to speak on harnessing technology for sustainable development. The event took place in the grand auditorium of our college campus on a crisp spring evening, attended by faculty, fellow students, and proud parents. Preparation for this speech was meticulous. I began by researching extensively, delving into scholarly articles and current affairs to bolster my arguments. Crafting the speech involved not just compiling data but also structuring it in a way that would engage and inform the audience effectively. To ensure I could deliver with confidence, I rehearsed numerous times in front of a mirror and with friends who provided constructive feedback. This process helped me refine my delivery, ensuring clarity of thought and expression. Moreover, I focused on intonation and gestures to underscore key points, aiming for a dynamic and persuasive presentation. On the day itself, as I stood behind the podium, nerves momentarily fluttered. However, once I began speaking, my preparation kicked in, and I found my rhythm. The audience responded warmly, their attention held throughout as I discussed the transformative potential of technology in addressing environmental challenges. The use of anecdotes and visual aids further enriched my presentation, making complex ideas accessible and relatable. The pinnacle of satisfaction came when I concluded to a round of applause, indicative of the resonance my message had achieved. Faculty members praised the depth of research, and peers commended the clarity and passion with which I spoke. This experience not only boosted my confidence in public speaking but also reinforced my belief in the power of well-crafted discourse to inspire and educate. In retrospect, this event stands out not just as a personal achievement but as a testament to the value of diligent preparation and effective communication. It taught me that with thorough groundwork and a genuine connection to the topic, one can engage an audience deeply, fostering understanding and perhaps even sparking change.
IELTS Speaking Part 2 topic. Describe a famous speech or presentation that impressed you. What was the speech or presentation and who delivered it? When and where did you hear or see this speech? What aspects of the speech impressed you the most? How did this speech or presentation impact your thoughts or opinions?
Throughout history, there have been many remarkable speeches that have left an indelible mark on humanity's collective consciousness. One such speech that has left an everlasting impression on me is Martin Luther King Jr.'s iconic "I Have a Dream" speech. Delivered during the historic March on Washington for Jobs and Freedom on August 28, 1963, this speech remains a pinnacle of eloquence and conviction in the fight for civil rights. I first encountered this powerful speech during my high school years while studying the civil rights movement. The words of Martin Luther King Jr. resonated deeply with me, and I was particularly moved by the urgency and passion he infused into his words. The speech took place at the Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C., against the backdrop of the burgeoning civil rights movement that sought to challenge racial segregation and discrimination in the United States. Several aspects of this speech impressed me profoundly. Firstly, King's masterful use of rhetorical devices, such as repetition and metaphor, created a rhythm that captured the audience's attention and underscored the importance of his message. The phrase "I have a dream" was employed with such artistry that it became a rallying cry for justice and equality. Moreover, King's poignant imagery, like the vision of children not judged by the color of their skin but by the content of their character, painted a vivid picture of the world he envisioned, a world free from prejudice and injustice. The impact of this speech on my thoughts and opinions has been profound. It illuminated the power of words to spark change and drive progress. King's unwavering commitment to nonviolent protest and his emphasis on the transformative power of love and understanding made me reflect on the immense courage required to stand up against oppression. The speech encouraged me to challenge my own biases and be a more empathetic advocate for social justice. Furthermore, "I Have a Dream" stands as a testament to the enduring nature of the struggle for equality and justice. It reinforces the notion that societal progress is an ongoing journey, and that the fight against discrimination continues in various forms even today. The speech instilled in me the belief that each individual possesses the potential to be a catalyst for positive change in their community and beyond. In conclusion, Martin Luther King Jr.'s "I Have a Dream" speech remains an enduring source of inspiration for people around the world. Through his eloquence and unwavering commitment to justice, King not only highlighted the urgency of civil rights but also demonstrated the power of a well-delivered message to ignite transformation. The speech's impact on my perspective has been profound, reinforcing my belief in the potency of words to shape the course of history. As we strive for a more just and equitable world, we can look to this iconic speech as a guiding light, reminding us of the change that is possible when words are imbued with passion and purpose.
IELTS Speaking Part 2 topic. Describe a time when you had to give a presentation or public speech. What was the topic of the presentation or speech? Where and when did it take place? How did you prepare for it? How did you feel during and after the presentation?
Giving a presentation can be a nerve-wracking experience, especially when it requires meticulous preparation and effective delivery. One such occasion that stands out vividly in my memory is when I had to deliver a presentation on the topic of sustainable development during my final year of university. This significant event took place at the renowned Thompson Hall on March 15, 2022. Preparing for the presentation demanded considerable effort and time. To ensure a thorough understanding of the subject, I delved into extensive research, consulting various scholarly articles, reputable journals, and contemporary publications. This preparatory phase allowed me to grasp the intricacies of sustainable development and acquire an in-depth knowledge of the topic. Furthermore, I collaborated with classmates who shared similar interests to exchange ideas and gain diverse perspectives on the subject matter. This collaborative approach significantly enriched the content of my presentation. The day of the presentation arrived, and as I stood before the audience, a mix of excitement and anxiety surged through me. However, I managed to compose myself and began the presentation with a strong opening statement that captivated the attention of the audience. I employed vivid visuals and compelling anecdotes to illustrate the challenges posed by unsustainable practices and the potential solutions offered by sustainable development. Employing rhetorical devices such as similes and metaphors, I aimed to paint a vivid picture in the minds of the listeners, enhancing their comprehension and engagement. Throughout the presentation, I maintained a confident demeanor, emphasizing key points with clarity and conviction. I effectively employed idiomatic expressions and colloquial phrases to convey the essence of my arguments. The audience responded positively, actively participating in the discussion that ensued after the presentation. This interactive element fostered a sense of accomplishment, leaving me elated and gratified by the impact my presentation had on the audience. After the presentation, I received constructive feedback from both my peers and professors. They commended my ability to deliver a cohesive and persuasive presentation while effectively incorporating complex concepts and language. The constructive criticism I received allowed me to identify areas for improvement and bolster my communication skills further. In conclusion, delivering a presentation on sustainable development was a memorable and enriching experience. Through meticulous preparation, engaging delivery, and effective communication, I managed to convey the importance of sustainable practices to the audience. The positive feedback and sense of accomplishment that followed the presentation reaffirmed my passion for public speaking and solidified my belief in the power of effective communication. This experience served as a stepping stone for my future endeavors, as I continue to strive for excellence in my academic and professional pursuits. Hope you liked our video. Please hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to keep us motivated.